One.
So question 7 is another two-parter, and this one's asking, what is the central idea of the disciple? Central idea comes up a lot. And central idea is basically like theme. They're kind of the same thing. So when you look at the content standard, it says determine a theme or central idea of a text and analyze its development over the course of the text, including its relationships to the characters, setting, and plot. Provide an objective summary of the text. So we know anytime we're summarizing fiction, we're always trying to get to the theme. How does the plot develop in a way that leads us to a theme? Well, central idea is just another way of saying theme. They're kind of interchangeable when we're talking about fiction. So the way we want to deal with this, we want to use our answer eliminator, and we want to get rid of 2 of them, get it down to 2 feasible answers, and then go with the one that's best supported by the text. So when you look at A, when we spend a lot of time with someone, we may not remember to show appreciation for that person. Well, if you think about what happened in the story or look back at it again if you need to, he does more than just take Narcissus for granted. He doesn't see him at all because he chooses to only see himself when he looks at Narcissus. So we know that that's not a lesson learned. He never learns to appreciate Narcissus. So that wouldn't be the central idea or theme. Let's look at C. Let's skip to that one. When a major change happens in life, we should be open to new opportunities. Well, yes, the pool goes through a major change. However, to develop this theme, then the pool would have to be open to new opportunities, and that doesn't happen. The pool doesn't express a desire to form a relationship with the Oreads. If it did, then this theme would apply, but it doesn't. So now we're down to B and D. So let's take a look at D. When facing new challenges, we should be kind to those around us. So the Oreads do approach the pool to comfort him, but he doesn't receive comfort. So that kindness never pays off. So that theme wouldn't be well developed, or that central idea. While it's a plausible answer, let's see if B is better. When we focus too much on ourselves, we may not be aware of the other people around us. Well, that's literally what happens with the pool. And so that then can teach us as the reader that theme. If we're focusing too much on ourselves and our own needs, then we might not notice the needs of others around us or what's going on with the others around us, or, who we could potentially have positive relationships with, because we're just focused on ourselves.